This would help.
Just in time for Halloween comes The Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill. This family-friendly children's book comes to you from the creators of Through the Woods and City of Venus, Dead City. Brothers Frankie and Vinnie Tartamella have combined their efforts to bring to you this fun, instant holiday classic about three little monsters who get themselves in a bit of a pickle on Halloween night. The Ghostly Manor is for anyone that loves Halloween, classic movie monsters, and just fun times. This is an all-ages comic book about three little monsters that break the rules from Halloween, in the process having way too much fun and running into some trouble. You're invited to come along and join this spooky trio on their wacky adventure, and maybe just learn some lessons with them along the way. The Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill is 28 pages of Halloween family fun. Make sure you grab yours because this campaign is limited and will be shipping before Halloween. So come, join the adventure.
Hello, everybody. This is Vinnie Tartamella, and as you can see, I am bringing back the Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill for a very limited time. There is only 50 copies left. Actually, there's only 39 left now. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that people know about that. But tonight we have a couple other guests. We have Red Gaze.
What's up? What's up, my people?
Hey, buddy. And we have Justin Dutton with Unstitched. We're going to be showing that tonight as well. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Cool, brother. Yeah, so we're going to show some of these campaigns. We got Froggo in the house, or Frog G. I always say Froggo now. Whitecap Comics. Carla, if you're available, jump on in. I sent the link in one of our groups, so check it out if you got a chance. We're just going to have a little bit of, a chill stream tonight. Nothing too crazy, but let me show off the campaigns. So if you're looking for it, it is attached to the City of Venus campaign right now. Want everybody to know that. Yeah, if you just scroll down, it's available right here. Oh, I moved a couple more copies. That's awesome. So yeah, like I said, it's super limited. Just those copies are left, and when they're gone, they're gone. I just wanted to make this available for people because, again, it was a very small campaign. It was in between City of Venus and Through the Woods. So I wanted to make sure that people get at least one more chance to get it. But, yeah, so let's see what else is going here. Hey, brother. So I'm glad a few people are trickling in. I know it's been a minute since I've done streams, but I've been very busy with a bunch of projects. Just finished another piece for a pretty big comic skater. So when I get a chance to talk about that, I will. You guys might have saw a post I put on Twitter about that. Let me see. All right. Well, yeah, Carly can't stay for too long, it looks. But yeah, so Justin, I want to talk about your project because we've been, I think, on a stream or two a little while ago, and I want to know more about this project. I think it looks great. Since we're doing a kid book theme, let's cover this a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, man. Unstitched is 48 pages of story that's all completed. When it comes to the art, so essentially, imagine if you took Toy Story and Coraline and put them together. Mm-hmm. The darkness is a being that feeds off fears and tries to corrupt the hopes and imagination and dreams of children. And it is up to a brand new Teddy to defend a little girl and her nightlight from that happening without becoming unstitched himself.
Oh, nice. Cool, man. Yeah, the artwork looks so beautiful on this, and it's it's 2 books. You broke it up into 2 parts.
Yes. Part 1 is 48 pages, and then part 2, we actually start working on this Friday, actually. And that's going to be 50 something pages.
Oh, sweet. That's great, man. Hell yeah.
And that will be the whole story, just because budget wise, I couldn't really fund out of pocket like 100 and something page graphic novel.
I hear you, man. I hear you. That's the thing. A lot of people forget. You know, we have to use crowdfunding in order to pay for these books to get them done.
But the fact of all the art is done already. When we launched back in June, we were on the last 4 pages.
Oh, beautiful.
So all we got to do is in like 5 days, when the main campaign ends and I get the money from Indiegogo, then instantly I just go, here you go, Eric, and we letter the thing.
Sweet. That is great. So you'll probably have this out before the January. Then you're gonna have it what?
Yep.
October-ish.
Yeah, that's the goal is October. I only did January just because of how everything is with like COVID and everything.
Right.
You never know what's gonna happen, and especially right now with like Trump in the mail.
Oh yeah, totally, man.
I've heard issues.
Cool, man. Hail Sim. By the way, I sent you a link if you want to jump on, buddy. Yeah, because I know he's got Red did a trailer for his new project within that verse, so that's gonna be cool. But yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So let's play the trailer. I want to see this. I know it's been a minute since I've seen it.
Fear takes form in the darkness. The darkness feeds off screams. Fear is the enemy of childhood wonderment, built on hopes and dreams. So remember, in the terror of night, to protect the child, protect the light. Try not to become unstitched.
Hi, I'm Dutton, writer and creator of Unstitched. It's a brand new story that was created by inspiration of my niece, my love of 80s, like dark, gritty Don Bluth films. And in fact, that's what Unstitched is. It is a dark fantasy, all ages story. It's a mix of Rise of the Guardians, Toy Story, and Coraline, all put together. I have a talented, wonderful artist named Laura Rimbas-Humbert. She's even doing one of the covers. The other cover is a variant done by the highly talented Jason Brubaker. You know him from Remind, from Sithra, plenty of other things. Unstitched, part 1 of 2 is coming out soon. It's going to be 48 pages, with part 2 being 50-some pages. Later on, we got some cool tiers with the book. Besides just getting 1 or 2 covers, you can either get this as a poster. This original art piece will also be for sale. And if you don't get the poster, this will also be the back cover as well. We have a mini print that's going to be on the higher tiers, like the 150 tier, which this is going to be a teddy bear based off the Boogeyman with the glow-in-the-dark eyes, limited to 10. You get both covers, this poster, and a mini print.
Dude, that looked great.
Thank you, man.
Love it, man. And by the way, we also that's cool. You got it right there. And by the way, we also have Michael Bancroft in the house.
Oh
Get
God.
that thing off the screen. That hideous Teddy
Big fan.
monstrosity.
Come on now.
You going,
I
Dutton?
mean, you know you love the little like dead teddy
I
bears coming
want
off
to
the
tickle
back.
his little
Whoa.
unstitched
Whoa.
padding.
Easy. This
How you
is
going,
a
fellas?
it's a kid book theme. You sick bastard.
This isn't a drop bear, Michael. You can't just pick it up and have your way with it.
It's also not a tickle me Elmo bear either. So
Shit, thank
We'll
God.
see.
Man, this is a gorgeous book, though. Anyone who's watching now, if you haven't backed it yet, please do. This is really beautiful. There's only 5 days left. You know, Justin's a great guy. Excellent, man. Really cool stuff. So, Michael, how are we doing today?
I'm working right now, and not for my comic, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sucks. We got to do the other. We got to do the other work to pay the bills.
We do. Otherwise, we get kicked out of our houses, and then we can't make any comics.
That's right. Then we got to stab somebody, and steal their computer, and work in an alley somewhere with an extension cord.
Damn.
You sound like you're
sounds,
speaking from experience.
Right.
Hey, it was tough times a while back, on Tuesday. Listen,
on Tuesday.
we gotta, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I've been very busy too, man. I've been cranking out a couple more pieces for different comic skaters. I just finished a really insane piece last night. I posted up like a little tease of it today, but I should be able to talk about it kind of soon, I think. But yeah, it's for a pretty big name in comic skate, I would say. So
You're doing work for
shut your face.
No, this is out. Is it Mike Murphy? You did something?
Yeah, I did. He wanted just a black and white piece for one of his characters, so it's kind of what I had time to do, and he loved it. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
We had him on the show the other day, and he was showing it off. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's one of his main characters, a female one. I don't know why they always want me to draw the ladies.
What heck? They got female characters now?
Yeah.
What's this world coming to?
It's insane.
Female doctors.
I'm a humble person. I have, I got a kids book project over here. I'm trying to push and chill. I made this one available if you didn't know. I only had about 50 copies left on this. This campaign ran last year, right before Halloween, so I had a real small window with that. And this is what I have left, so I want to give a second chance / last chance on this project because it's one of the few times you'll see me doing like a children's book, something that's it's all ages. It's very much Disney kind of style. I changed up my style a lot when I worked on this one. But I wanted to make sure that people could still grab it because I know there's a few that kept messaging me if it was going to be available again. So I figured, hey, we're in the middle of August. Halloween's coming up soon, so let me get it out there. And we're doing pretty good. We moved about 13 of them so far. Let's refresh that. Yeah, we moved about 13 out of the 50, so that's pretty good. I want to thank everybody for that too. Like I said, I'm hard at work on the next projects, and they are going to be your cool classic comic book stories, action, violence, all the good stuff. But I have something for the whole family, so I want to make sure.
I would be interested in seeing how Vinnieart draws females for the family-orientated audience.
Well,
they just don't bend over so much. That's all.
You're gonna have to buy that book, buddy. Yeah, and they ship right away. I just want.
We do love Halloween here in our family. We go all out. We've had all 4 of us dress up and go around the streets.
Oh, sweet, nice.
Yeah,
here's some of the artwork, some of the interior, and these, like I said, they're ready to go. We already signed all of them. we bagged and boarded them. So like I said, they ship you the same day or the very next day. So anyone who's watching, if you weren't aware of that, please jump on this as soon as you can, because when they're gone, they are gone for good. So there's your last chance at getting this beauty. It's all in rhyme. Frankie wrote the whole story. I did all the artwork. So yeah, I think it's a fun little project. But yeah, so what did you dress up as, you and the whole family, man? Let us know.
1 year we went as like Harry Potter. I was Harry Potter. The wife was Bellatrix Lestrange. That was when we only had one kid, and she was Hermione. And she was really cute. She had a massive wig on.
Oh shit! Did you? Now I want to know. Were you walking around on your knees when you went to the doors?
No, no. I was giant Harry Potter.
Oh damn!
And another time, I went as like a barbarian. Kind of. Actually, it was sort of like a cross between Jon Snow and Conan the Barbarian. It was just whatever I could get together from the costume shop.
That's interesting.
And yeah, we want to do a Star Wars version because I got the young boy now. Actually, I wanted to do it when he was a baby. You know, you can get like little skull cap beanies and make him R2-D2, but we might probably miss that window, unfortunately. Bad timing.
That's funny though, dude. Yeah, you should go for it. Do something, man.
It's good. You know, Halloween wasn't a thing when I was a kid here in Australia. Mm-hmm. I remember going trick-or-treating when I was a kid, and we were the only ones doing it. But it's become huge now, and yeah, it's lots of fun.
Oh, wow. Dude. And by the way, speaking of Halloween, we have a very colorful character. Hello, Sim.
Hello, brother. How's it going?
Pretty good, my friend.
How's it going, Michael? How's it going, Dustin? And obviously, Red. What's up?
What's up, Sim?
Very well, thank you.
Nice, man. But yeah,
so we're talking Unstitched today, 1 and 2.
Yeah, Unstitched and the Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill, because I brought it back just for a short time.
50 copies, right? If I saw right.
Yeah, 50 copies. 13 of them are already gone.
13. Boom.
Yeah, the whole was it. There it was. Yeah, we got about 13 of them left, or 13 of them moved. So yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because I want to get these out there for everybody. Definitely missed the first campaign since it was a really short run. But yeah, we also have Through the Woods is still available as well. So please keep an eye out for that. Because this, again, once those copies are gone, this campaign's closing up as well since it's a hardcover book.
How many did you have left of those?
About 200 to 250, somewhere around there.
You're supposed to say 2. I've got 2 left.
I've got 2 left. They're going fast. They're going like hotcakes.
And then you complain for a month that nobody back, even though people are backing.
Say again? You broke up a bit.
Yes, all right. That was my son coming in with his opening the door.
Oh, we got Fatal J in the house. Hey, brother. He's got a great project coming out soon, too. Ninja Blast. That thing looks amazing. Very cool, man. What's going on here?
I haven't heard of that. I have to check that out.
Oh, hey, Carla. Yeah. I'm going to have to say 1 or 2, I think, on the side just in case. But yeah, that's funny, too, because she wasn't expecting to have any kids recently. But, yeah, she is pregnant. And congrats to her and John. You know, they're the creators of the Grim Reaper. So if you guys haven't backed that, go jump on it. They got their books, I believe, for Grim Reaper 2, and they're going to be shipping very soon. I'm pretty sure on that. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Sim, I know you got a trailer out. If you have a link,
I do.
You want to share the screen? I definitely want to show that.
Hold on, let me go get it. It won't be long.
Yeah, you can back the loose into if you want. I don't know.
If you don't like it.
We actually just passed the milestone, 550 backers.
Oh wow, man! Congrats. That is amazing. Hell yeah. How's that feel?
It's surreal. You know, I think I got it by arguing with SJWs.
Oh yeah. Who are you fighting with?
Oh, just idiots on Twitter. I was just I sent out a tweet to Jerry Conway saying Comicsgate was right, and that attracted all the loonies to my yard.
Parasites.
No, I tried something different. I tried sharing the application, so let's see if that's going to share the audio.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
No.
Nope.
So let's try again. Sharing the application doesn't work.
Womp womp.
How long have you been doing this, Sam?
Hey, I tried something new. I'm not that used to streaming.
Monday was his first day, don't you know? There we go.
It just mirrors the sound very low.
It is low.
Yeah,
It does sound a
it
bit
is
low.
low, but the volume's to the max.
Dude, that was cool.
Wonderful video made by Red himself.
Hell yeah. I like that
You
you had
nailed
that animation too at the end. You haven't turned around. That's some cool stuff.
There's a lot of people that when they saw it, like when I shared it the first time, the little animation, like, are you gonna finish it? I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave it like that. They, cool. That's they like the fact that he starts, like as a sketch and.
That's awesome, man. Dude, I love it. That's always a good thing.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be launching soon. Bloodhound's coming into everybody. You didn't get yours yet, did you?
You don't have a date yet? No, if I got my books, I would have been showing them, brother. I haven't gotten them yet. I did get a package, but it was from overseas. It wasn't from over here. So I still have to open
it. Replicator?
It might be. It actually might be. But I just right before I got into the stream, I grabbed the mail. So I will check that soon.
For the date, I was thinking around maybe the 20th or the 27th. I'm trying to let Bloodhound get to everybody first.
Yeah. I'm so looking forward to that. I'm seeing a few people are getting it, so that is really killer.
And so far, people are pretty happy with it.
Sweet. They should be. That book looks gorgeous.
Thanks.
Dude, you're welcome, man. A pleasure. Like I said, sorry guys. I know it's been a minute, so I'm a little bit rusty and stuff, and way overworked. It's been those nights I'm going to bed at 3 a.m. again every night, and I'm waking up and I feel like a zombie.
Okay, so regular Monday. Okay, got it.
Yeah, every day feels like a fucking Monday.
Yeah.
Shit, it's insane. But yeah, so. Have everyone been watching the news lately about the DC stuff and all these people are getting clipped?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. These people, they're sitting there attacking fans.
A
And
good
other
amount
creators.
I agree with, and then there was like one editor I saw that I was like, I would have kept him.
Oh yeah, who was that?
Yeah, Mark Doyle. On the Black Label side. Actually,
Okay,
I would have kept him because the Black Label stuff's actually been selling and been doing
yeah, it
very
has.
well. The only issue that they have is the whole bat penis thing from like their very first book, Batman Damned. But
Yeah, but that thing
for the
sold
most,
so damn
yeah,
well to begin with. So how could you even chalk that up as a loss or something? You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
That's
So
retarded.
I
It's a
would
great
have,
issue to have.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I would have kept him, but a lot of the
Yeah,
other ones, especially like Andy Coy, yeah, I would have fired him long ago. Be like, oh, you messed up Vertigo, you're done.
yeah.
Surprised
Like,
it
I
took
think
that long.
it's probably considering who got fired. It wasn't really talent; it was
No,
editors. It's
yeah,
probably they're trying to clean out the corporate culture.
But I
yeah.
heard Jimmy Lee left, right?
They gave him like a demotion.
He got shuffled.
Shuffled. Okay, I thought he
Yeah,
left because he got shuffled.
I think it's
I
hilarious.
haven't heard.
He went from having a house in Lake Como next to George Clooney to not being demoted. I think that's funny.
Not a lot of people like being shuffled.
Nope.
No, we've seen other people being shuffled, like
A lot of shuffling going on.
Joe Quesadilla.
So we'll be expecting a lot more people coming to crowdfunding comics soon.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's
Well,
gonna
I
happen.
mean, yeah, that was always going to be inevitable. Just
Yep.
the economics of what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Mhm.
It must irk people who've been in the industry, for a long time to see guys come up and I didn't say that, Blue.
And I'll sell them.
Yeah, and upsell them. And some of them just be nobodies, like in terms of they haven't done a book before, like Raging Golden Eagle. No one would know who that guy is in that world, and then he can just come along and absolutely demolish them.
Mhm.
People see that. If you're working in the industry, busting your ass off, and you see that, you're like, "What the hell is going on here?" I'm in the wrong line of work. You're like that guy in that Will Smith movie. It's like, dude, I'm doing the wrong thing here.
Well, it's insane. I've seen it, in my years, and with some of how the mainstream, how they treated people, how they act. So when I'm seeing stuff like this, I'm like, yeah, it's about fucking time. They should have cleaned house years ago, but they really have to go from the top to the bottom, clean out all the garbage. Try to find those handful of people who actually aren't playing these strange political games. Just people who are doing the
Hire
work
people by merit.
exactly by
Yeah.
merit. And the ones who are there, like I said, there's a couple of them that are really good at their job. Yeah, keep them there. Maybe promote them. And the assholes
See,
have been fucking it up. Well, I'm going to say, but for a second, the people who are fucking it up, clean it all out. The ones you see having those fights online, clean them all out.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Mike?
I was just going to say, yeah, but
I mean-
the whole thing, it really looks like they are just trying to remake the entire company culture. And to do that, you probably do have to clean house of all the regulars and then rehire anyone of any value. And just that way you just start from a clean slate. Because anyone who's worked, in an office, corporate sort of structure and everything knows it's really hard to fix a culture once the rot has set in.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I've run a division. I was a head of a group at McFarlane when I was doing the lead designing stuff, and you do have to handle things a certain way. You can't approach things with that with a weird selfish mindset or to push your specific views. What you have to do is take a look at what the project is, what the work is, and try to get as close to the source material as possible. And when you start to, implement your own crap in there and you want to do a certain thing or you think there's too much flesh on this female character, we should cover it up. Those kind of things, like you're going to lose so much and that was like in the toy world. Now we're talking about comic books, and you're dealing with stories of characters and properties that have been around for so fucking long. Things like G.I. Joe, Transformers. Stick with the source material. Stick with telling a good story. When you have people who hate America and they're writing a book about an American army, stuff like that, it's like, how did they get hired? Why would they get hired? It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And then they continue to just bury these characters, destroy them. It makes no sense whatsoever.
I just want to say, if they're covering up the females, can they at least cover up the stretch marks too?
Holy
Cover up the pancake titty.
Just a request.
I mean, I feel like what they need to do is also like a lot of writers and artists. I would kind of put the hatchet to them as well. If I was Marvel and DC, 30 titles is all I would run. Back in like the 80s, 90s, 30 titles. Not like 60, not 90, 30 titles. Most of it, the core people. And I would ask, like, what is Spider-Man? What is Thor? What is Captain America? What is Superman? I want, if the person can tell what when you break it down to the very core of the character, what that is and what that actually means, like, okay, you get the book. Not, oh, well, imagine if, like, Spider-Man and we kind of made him a little bisexual. No. It's great power, great responsibility, and always juggling between personal life and saving the day, and always sacrificing your personal life.
Exactly.
Well,
Where their downfall is that they oversaturated the market. They want to do so many different spin-offs. Like you said, I would cut them all back to do the main core characters, tell those kind of stories. That way you could get editorial in there that could focus and really deal with, on a personal level, with the artists, the writers, and make sure to get the best product out there, that you could possibly do. What they're doing is the opposite. They're just hiring a whole bunch of people. They're letting them do whatever the fuck they want. When they start to fight with everybody, they're fighting amongst each other in the offices. They're doing all sorts of weird shit. Like, what do you expect to happen? You think people are going to buy this shit? You can tell no one cares. It's all about what I call star fucking. They all want to go to conventions. They all want to go to Hollywood. They want to rub elbows with all these fucking celebrities. I've met a whole bunch of them. Some of them are cool. Some of them are total dicks. Who cares? It should come down to the actual work that you're doing. Are you there because you just want to have a good time? Or are you there because you actually want to create cool fucking things that are going to last generations and be proud of something?
That's what that's one of the things I always says. Like, it's called Comic Con, not TV Con. Like, you should have a con for anything like specific. Like Cosplay Con. There you go if you want. Dude,
it's crazy.
When it's called Comic Con, it should be comics.
I mean, the issue is Marvel and DC. Those are the two big. Like, we should, they should be treated like the NFL of comics. Not everyone can be in the NFL. Sorry, that's just how it is. You have to be the best of the best to be in the NFL. That's how it should be with Marvel and DC. Like,
I work in industry.
Tony Randall, that was great.
Sorry, Michael.
That's all right. I work in an industry where there is a creative element to it, and I'm part of that creative element. There's designers and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. But when you get down to the business side of things and you go to the department stores and you sit in on the meetings, they're not talking about wishy-washy things. They have spreadsheets. Everything has a little acronym, ROI, EIC, and it's all percentages and numbers. And you sit there for an hour and a half, and all they do is look at how much did this make this time? What's the percentage up on last season? What do we predict what we should predict the market is going to want here, which this one hasn't failed, let's discontinue that. It's just dry numbers, and the whole purpose of it at the end of the day is about making money. And I just get the feeling like that just isn't happening in this industry. That they're not looking at what's actually making money, and they're just kind of flying because they've been so insulated for so long. Yeah. From the market pressures, because they've got their massive, parent companies. They're not hungry for the cash, and that's why they find themselves in a position now. And when, as Ethan says, the grown-ups come to take over, all they're looking at all at the top they're looking at is percentages and numbers. They don't give a shit about anything else. So if you, as the creative side of things, you have to make it so that, you know, those numbers work at the end of the day. And yeah, they haven't been doing that, and that's why we are where we are.
They've been living in denial because they went every time anyone else brought it up that if sales keep tanking, our parent companies, they're going to eventually drop it. You know, they're going to change things because they don't have to keep these comics in circulation. All they got to do is keep the trade paperbacks going. That's why they don't care. And maybe something like Black Label could still exist because they're more like these one-shot type of books, or, you know, wait until you get them into a collected version and then release them like that. Since they have a spine and everything, you could keep them in bookstores or keep them on Amazon. So that part of it, if they want, they could keep going. But floppies don't have to exist, not to those big companies, since they're hemorrhaging money, millions and millions of dollars. You think they give a shit? And like Michael was saying, though, they're those writers and I guess what you would say the top of the food chain over at those companies, people like your Gales and your fucking Snyders, they don't give a shit because they're making all the money. It's the people that are underneath, the people who are maybe B or C list artists and writers who just they haven't had a big break or whatever the story is. Like those people aren't given anything really good to work with. And since no one's really walking into the comic shops anyway, because the Batmans, the Supermans, the Spider-Mans, those are the big things that are going to get people into the stores. So when the writing is shit, the artwork is shit, people looking at those first, and they're going, "Oh God, what? I'm leaving," and they leave. Now, if they were really good, and they're going, "Okay, what else is DC doing? Let's take a look." Maybe you might find a gem or two in there, and that's when those lower level artists and writers might get a chance. So they're not just burying the industry; they're burying these other creators on top of it. You know, it's pure stupidity. It's ridiculous all around. And it's just oversaturation. So what do you want? Over here at Comicsgate and other indie outlets, we're able to do our own books. Fans, supporters, friends, we're all jumping on. And
the same thing that we were discussing not too long ago. Remember when we were talking about all this and we said that they're going to make the turn and only offer digital. And they just announced it not too long ago. That's what they're doing. They're changing the entire thing to go full digital.
Yeah.
For the floppy.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's a cop-out, too, because they know that it's not going to stick. It's not going to work. And if they do, it's just going to be, you know, they're going to outsource even more. Comics are going to be, it's going to turn into web comics is what it's going to do. Because
they started doing it with IDW, right? Remember?
IDW is a shit company inside and out. You know, people know that. But that's the thing, right? So they're going to nickel and dime artists and writers. You're not going to find any really good stuff. And that's going to fizzle out, too. It's not going to grow.
No,
it's ridiculous. You know, we're sitting here busting our asses, making amazing stuff, and now we're getting this crazy amount of support from everyone. That's a beautiful thing. That's what our model, whatever it is right now, is working because of that. You know, everyone, you know, on the panel, I know we're all backers of a whole bunch of different books. I got over 50 books I backed, you know, since I've been in this, because I care about, you know, what's going on too. I want to see these other things succeed. It's a really awesome thing. And, you know, we're having that. It's support. It's growth. They're not doing that. They all have knives in their hands or behind their backs, and they're ready to stab people left and right, throw them under the bus. You've seen it with Ethan. You know, he used to be friends with Gail. And what did she do? She attacked him, made fun of him, using him as an example. They want to always, you know, demasculate everybody by, he called me cry. It's like, what kind of bullshit is this? These aren't people. They're not human. They don't have a human bone in their body. They're just sick, twisted creatures. You know, it's retarded. And what they're doing, though, and like the online fighting, that they're jumping all over Twitter pages and everyone else's shit, and they're attacking indie creators because we happen to say we're Comicsgate or whatever the case is. Excuse me. That's my business I'm doing. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not talking with you. Why are you coming over here and trying to fight with us? You know, we have to defend ourselves. And then they want to take clips, sound bites, and say that we're enemies, we're this, we're that. Fuck off. And this is what I mean. I think, yeah, they're straight up being paid by the Joe Qs and everyone else to attack because they don't like to see this growth. You know, they're falling apart and we keep rising, and they hate that. People who have pretty much no names, coming from nowhere, how could they be making all this money? They hate it. They absolutely despise it. So I say fuck them, and thank you everybody for backing, supporting what we're doing, because this matters. You know, it's a cultural thing. It's a culture war that we have to win, and we're starting to win it. You know, little by little, we're making a big dent that they can't ignore us. People can't ignore us anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's the same that happened to me like just 2 days ago. Like Red shared a video. You remember those guys that were going into the what's the name, Antifa? Were going into that people house there, and they kicked them out, and they ended up fighting.
Yeah.
Well, I had one of those Montreal Journal reporter going and tag me into it and go, Simon, do you believe that anti-racist people should get beat up? But that used to be an old that's an old friend, and he's a reporter here, and he's the comic book guy too. And I'm like, well, that's interesting.
Is he also retarded?
It's SJW. Yeah, he's an SJW user. Yeah.
Okay, so
all I know, I was promised a Vinnieart, and I
you
got a Vinnieart. Now I can die happy.
But the great thing about CG is, I mean, we have great books and we're supportive. Like, check out the Ghostly Manor of Howling Hill. There's like 37 copies left, unless he sold another one. You got Lucid Dreams, you got Blood Hunt, you got Unstitched with myself, you got Red Gaze's book.
Hell yeah, it's just a beautiful book.
Yeah.
Boom! Look, another one.
Yeah,
Vinny.
that's beautiful. That is, thank you guys.
Yeah, City of Venus through the woods.
Hell yeah. We got
I got Tales from the Nadverse launching soon.
Dude, hell yeah. It's going to be fucking great. I got my pirate book I've been working on. I'm doing a ton of amazing stuff on that. I'm going to do a cover for Micah pretty soon as well. Once that's out of the way, I'm just going to go full into the pirate book again. And I'm gonna bang out as many pages as I can because I want to launch that thing. I can't wait for everyone to see it. This is going to be just a really killer story, a really fun adventure too. You're going to have beautiful locations. You're going to get the ultra violence of that pirate world.
Sweet.
Yeah,
and the booty.
You can eat the booty. The booty is guaranteed.
And beefcakes.
And beefcakes.
You know the best thing about a female pirate book is?
What's that?
It's the only time you can go yo ho and get away with it.
Yep.
Vinny, I've got a rebuttal on my screen. I've got a rebuttal to everything that you just said.
Oh yeah.
So here's Jerry Conway blaming the big bad corporations. That's why the comic industry is dying. I said Comicsgate was right. Some people came in to talk nonsense, but this guy down here.
Yeah, that guy. I saw this.
Brought up its idea. Cam said, CG isn't an entity that can be snapped up. Its ideas, including predictions, have shown to be on target. This guy right here says, those ideas so far in full, one, a Battletoads homage, and two, no, it was just that one idea. So yeah, CG is just the full summation of the ideas of CG is to create a Battletoads homage, and there's nothing else.
Oh yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. We should all just pack up our shit and go. What is wrong with these people? Do they just smoke crack all day long, laced with horse shit? Because that's all that they're spewing back out. It's ridiculous. They can't control us. That's why they're attacking us. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. One
of them as well said, all of CG, we have to pay women to go near us. And then he blocked me. I was going to send him back like a nice comeback or something. But
yeah. No, that's cute because that's literally what they do at conventions. I've seen those editors, trying to get with those cosplay girls, even hitting them up with cash. I have a friend of mine who was going to be a writer who got tricked and put into a really fucked up situation from one of the top DC editors. It's really disturbing what the fuck they do. But yeah, that's funny. You know, CGers, it's the other way around, right? We got to pay.
Well, you know they always project. So.
Of course.
Yep.
You know, they're just nasty. They're really horrible. You know, disgusting, vile people. Sim, what do you got on the screen?
Oh, yeah. This is the interior cover for Battle Royal Rumble. One of the stories of Tales from Adverse #1.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's a little homage to Masters of the Universe.
Wicked, man.
Remember the old movie?
Yeah.
Hey, they're
Like
working
that.
on a new one, by the way.
Hmm?
A really terrible casting choice.
Oh no. A good friend of mine was in the running for it. I think they didn't do it because of ageism. Because he's up there. But dude, if you look at this guy, he is the spitting image of He-Man. He was an American Gladiator.
He's probably also built like a wet noodle, so they're not interested.
Exactly. It's gonna be some little soy He-Man. You know, he's not even gonna have a sword. He's just gonna have a little dagger. He's gonna raise it.
Well, no, a sword is a phallic symbol, man. Men aren't allowed to have those anymore.
No, well, that's why he's gonna have a dagger. He's gonna lift it up. And he's gonna go, she has the power.
It'll be more like, I am empowered.
I am empowered. He's gonna turn into a woman.
Yep.
He's gonna turn to Kira.
Oh, so it's he, him, man, or
He,
they,
him,
them,
her,
man?
man.
He, she, he.
They man.
It's he, ma'am.
He-Man.
He-Man.
He-Man, yeah.
Oh, that would kill it. Holy hell! Could you imagine? I would have never thought shit like this would happen. But
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, that's what Kevin Smith is doing on Netflix, isn't he? Bringing back the Masters of the Universe.
from what I
Yeah.
understand, he's continuing the original cartoon, is what they said.
Which original?
The 80s.
The '80s one. Yeah, he's continuing that. So it's none of the reboots. It's straight up the classic one. But I don't know. I know Mark Bernardin is a pretty good writer. But other than that, like, I don't know the rest of the people who are working on it because I think he's got
all I know is that Kevin Smith cries at everything and he turned full soy. So
Yeah,
used to be a big fan and emphasize on use.
Well, I just want to know, like, how He-Man's gonna do a pot joke, because Kevin Smith, that's kind of what he's known for. Him and Seth Rogen.
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, he can't. Hold on,
They're eating potatoes and being a bitch.
yeah, they're dealing with toy companies as well, so he can't have any pot jokes in a fucking He-Man cartoon.
Yeah, and he has to talk about his daughter every 5 minutes, how great
Yeah.
an actress she is.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'm sure.
she'll have a role in He-Man.
I'm sure she's like Teela or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
She's the greatest actress in the world.
Uh-huh.
Is she?
Right.
I haven't seen a movie with her in it. They're gonna give her an Oscar.
Oscar Mayer. Bam.
Oscar Mayer Wiener. Holy hell.
Sorry. So yeah, through the woods. Go get it now.
Oh yeah, please.
Drop by on
Yeah.
Stitch at the same time.
Yeah.
Exactly. We have sexy artwork. We have characters that are manly, gruff. You're gonna have some cool stuff here. We're doing classic storytelling. None of that wimpy soy shit. We got awesome
Yep.
stuff, and that's why they hate us, because they ain't us.
Yep.
Michael, if you got a link for your campaign as well, toss it on up. We'll show that.
All right, 1 sec.
Geez, take forever. These people are never ready. No.
They don't have links
Michael,
up
how
there.
many times you been doing that, Michael?
You got
I was going to share something else because you were talking about He-Man.
What were you going to show?
I was going to show this. I did a He-Man once. I'm actually selling it. I don't know if I should be able to sell it, but I was just talking. This is my high tea He-Man.
Oh, cool.
This is on display.
Dude, that's awesome.
I was like, I'm gonna draw muscles for once because I never draw muscles.
Muscles.
And I did. See, I put Skeletor in the reflection of his sword.
Yeah, that's wicked. I love that.
Yeah, I love it.
That's dope.
That's a beautiful piece, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sexy.
You can also get the Thor here. Hang on, let me zoom out. So that's Thor there as lightning. I don't know why it's so zoomed out. Whoa. Hang on. There we go. That's better. So
Nice.
he's made up. That's made up totally of images of lightning and clouds.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
There you go.
I like that. I should do more of that. It's just,
Yeah, man.
you know, there's time. I'll show you. I don't know. Where's my bestseller though? Where is it? The one that I sell heaps of. I did a similar thing. What's it called? I called it 1,000 Degrees of Death. Is that high tea enough for a?
I like
1,000
it.
degrees of death.
Oh man, where is it?
Yeah, that's pretty high tea.
Yeah, sounds. I'm already interested.
Oh man, oh there it is.
Okay, I expecting to see blood, guts, and tits everywhere.
Yeah.
No. It's a tiger made up totally of
Explosions.
lava.
Yeah.
And exploding
dude.
fire.
That's sexy, man.
That is
I sold so many of this thing.
wow.
It's pretty cool.
You zoom up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me see some of that.
Hang on. Oh, it's this stupid. Oh god. Hang on. I gotta go out. Yeah, that's as close as I can get.
Shit, but dude, yeah, man, that looks really good.
Yeah, people were really bugging me when I brought this out. They're like, "How did you do this? What's the method?" And I'm not fucking telling you. I mean, everyone will do it. But then, because then I thought, "Oh, this has been so popular, I'll do more." And then I just kind of moved on with my life.
Yeah, that happens.
But yeah, it's just Photoshop skills.
Yeah,
Anyone who's advanced in Photoshop should be able to do something a bit similar.
But Michael is known for his super secret techniques.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, just ask my wife.
Oh, I bet.
Mel, are you in the crowd? We were gonna ask you.
No, I didn't tell her that I was coming on. I'm all alone here in my cottage.
Oh man,
I have a little cottage out the side in my backyard.
I know what happened. She's like, when are you gonna go back on Vinny streams? I like Vinny, and you're like, you're not gonna know. I'm gonna stay here working in my cottage.
You know what? I got since y'all sharing like some high tea stuff, I got something to share.
What do we got?
It's gonna be kind of cool. This right here. This is actually gonna be the cover for my next book.
Oh, cool. What's this one called?
Americana Legends, John Henry.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, wicked. You gonna do like your own superhero version?
Yep. Do my own like
Who's
superhero
John Henry?
version. Oh yeah, I forgot you're Australian.
Well, I know a lot of American sort of folklore types, but I don't know.
That's true.
John Henry was a railroad worker who basically took on like a steam engine of trying to drill through a mountain, and it was like him with his hammer versus a machine, and like at the end of the contest, like John Henry was like 12 leagues ahead of the machine, but he died of a heart attack where he worked so hard.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm taking the idea of like man versus machine to a superhero level.
That is really cool, man. Hell yeah. You got all those kind of characters.
Yeah.
Those stories. It's always good stuff, man. Absolutely. Let me grab this one. So since we do have Michael in the house, we have The Lucent Waking Dream graphic novel. 28,000. Look at that. 550 backers. Dude, congrats.
Woo.
That's
pretty cool.
My nipples just got erect.
Can't complain.
Look at that cover. Dude, I can't wait.
I posted the link to that guy who said that there's only a Battletoads ripoff
Mhm.
in CG, and I said, well, yeah, if that's not your cup of tea, take a look at this. And he said, no, I will not, because of your associations with a hate group. But then I got 2 more backers, so I guess fuck him. You know,
That's
who
all- yeah,
needs these
exactly.
people who don't buy because of associations when you got other people who see it and go back it?
That's right.
I'm just tripped out at the fact he says, no, I will not.
I will not. No.
No.
So then that makes his
Good
other
day,
statement
sir.
totally ignorant. If you're not going to look at everything and you're just going to say there's a Battletoad ripoff and there's nothing else, but yet you have an amazing creator who just said, well, take a look at this. And you just went, no, I'm going to play in my little sandbox by myself.
Yes, that is refusal to develop an informed decision.
That's right. And he,
Douche.
Willful ignorance.
yeah. And he's like, somebody, give me a milk box. I mean, a soy box. These people are insane. Hail Nova Blast.
What's up, Nova?
Hey, Nova Blast.
Nice. Let's see. Yeah. Kevin Smith, he cries. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, everything.
All
Everything.
he does, man, he's just.
Cries
he's
at a
got-
commercial. He cries when he masturbates. Cries when he comes. He cries at everything.
Wow. You there for all that? That's amazing.
I'm assuming
The narrative is
it was a mix. I don't know. I was inspired with the mix of like, remember, This Is the End.
Oh, yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
Everywhere.
Danny McBride, I love that dude. Holy hell.
but the narrative is that all these toxic fandoms, quote unquote, have popped up because white, straight men, toxic men are now having their hegemony, their unlimited power challenged by people who aren't like them, and they're lashing out angry at the world. When in reality, it's just normal people, and they're saying no to the SJWs who actually do control all these mediums now.
And lash out.
Yeah.
And they're lashing out at the normal people for saying, no, we don't want this crap anymore. We've had enough.
Yeah. There's just too much stupidity going around, and finger pointing, and no one's listening to each other anymore because it's just that, right? They think it's their time to disrupt everything and just bury all of entertainment and anything that's fun and cool that anyone grew up with. Everyone has to be so sensitive. You can't crack a joke anymore. It's really, really ridiculous.
Dude, they pretty much killed comedy, period. How many freaking stand-up comedy do you see now? They even went after Dave Chappelle.
Of course they did. They'll go after anybody.
And
They're
Eddie
vultures.
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yep. They want to go after people that have some kind of money and influence, because if they could get to them, then it's going to be even better. Anyone underneath them should fall in line. And if they don't, they're going to be attacked even more. They have really fucked up agendas. But again, if it's people who don't give a shit, people are just going to speak their mind. People are going to create no matter what. And there is a crowd out there that loves it. It is the normal people. It's people with rational brains that enjoy classic TVs, movies, comics, fun stuff. They, good writing. You can't have a book like a fucking Batgirl and you're talking about abortions in there. Excuse me? This is a fucking superhero book. What are you doing? What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Really? Because if I had a kid and was reading that, I'd rip that up. I'd make a trip out there to their offices, and I'd rip into them. They'd be like, "There's a crazy person outside our building. Someone call the cops." I'm like, "What's crazy is this shit? Is this trash? This is what you're feeding people? You want to poison all their minds?" A friend of mine told me on Nickelodeon during their commercial breaks and stuff, they're teaching kids how to protest.
Yep.
They're teaching them, what was it? He told me they did like a reenactment thing of someone on my neck, I can't breathe. Like, I'm like, what kind of sick, twisted shit?
Jesus.
This is on kids programming? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I went ballistic when something like that happened to one of my boys.
Yeah.
I called the school and I'm like, if you don't want me going down there, I don't want this happening again, please.
Yeah, we're in Melbourne, Australia. I mean, I think you can't really get further away than that. But even when the kids went back to school for a couple of weeks between lockdowns, they were talking about George Floyd and BLM and all that sort of stuff. They're 8-year-olds. I mean, what has this got to do with anything that they should be learning in school?
Nothing at all. I found a video of what the hell was it? There were these two teachers, and a guy asked. It was around the 4th of July, and they asked when the country when it got its independence, and one of them goes, 17 something, and he goes, wait a minute, you're a school teacher? Yeah, but I don't do the curriculum.
Yeah. Campus reform.
Yeah, what do you teach? Oh, I teach kids how to protest. Excuse me? So you're going to have these mentally retarded fucking kids out there now. They know nothing, but they know how to hold up a picket sign. Yay! Excuse me? Wow. The teacher doesn't know when the country got independence. She's not following the curriculum. We're throwing that out the window. We have to teach them about Black Lives Matter and this and that. Excuse me. No one is just racist. You know, that's shit that's pushed on somebody. If you see a bunch of kids and you put them all in the playground together, all different colors, sizes, whatever,
I don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck at all. They're all having fun.
Unless there's some of it that's already been, like you should not like this. There's people that do that, but usually if you just take like random kids out of nowhere, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, kids aren't racist. No one's like you. There are certain people that they have to push these dumb views onto things, and that's why you get those kind of people. So look at the whole world. Look how everything works. Because if it really was as racist as they think, this society would still be, civil rights movements. It would still be all that kind of shit. It's not. We all know. We all know right from wrong. People aren't stupid.
Right now, what I'm seeing is like a race to being a victim. You know what I mean? It's like we need to matter, and we need to be a victim, and that's all I'm seeing right now. Because there's even the way they come at you, right? It's technically like, well, you're saying that so they can freaking after that play a victim that you went after them, right? They try to provoke you, then after that, it's always a type of baiting.
Of course.
If you fail to teach people history, then they're destined to repeat it. Didn't some reporter or someone very humorously recently call out Trump for suggesting Gettysburg as a possible location for a potential inauguration speech or something? And the reporter said, why would you pick a spot where Lincoln was? Lincoln would have hated the Republicans. And she's like, just assuming Lincoln was a Democrat,
Yeah.
It's just these people out there, and they're reporters and journalists.
The Republican Party is the party that Lincoln built.
Yeah. Lincoln would have hated the Republicans. She said something like that.
Would have hated them.
This is the product of modern education.
This is more proof of like those teachers.
It's activism. It's not even education anymore. It's activism.
It's indoctrination is what it is.
Yeah.
Every time I see those campus reform videos where they talk to these students who are just, they'll say anything ridiculous. My first thought is these people vote, or at least they can vote. I don't know if they are voting.
I don't know. I don't think they realize how close it is to like another civil war over here. with the shit that they're doing. But what they're doing is ridiculous.
Right now, it's like
ridiculous.
look, a better way of saying what I was trying to say. It's like a run after special treatment. Everybody wants to be treated differently, have a special treatment.
You ain't too bright, is you? Oh, Frog G, that was awesome. Oh, shit. Sorry, son.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. Yeah,
that's what it's about, and that's the problem at its root, at its core.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has become so fucking selfish, and all they do is look inward. How is this going to affect me? How is this going to improve my life or hinder my life? That's all anybody looks at anymore. They're so consumed with their own bullshit and the smell of their own ass. They don't stop to look outside of their little bubble and say, well, okay. Like maybe we need to learn some history. Maybe we need to take a look before we just jump into conclusions and do this stupid thing. Well, maybe we should educate ourselves first. Maybe this is going to hinder someone else's life.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a shit because it's all about them. That's the problem. Everyone is so fucking selfish now. It's all about them.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with those riots when they blocked the highways. There are people who died because of it. Because the fire trucks couldn't get to the burning buildings. Ambulances couldn't get to the hospital. And they're all proud of themselves. And then they flip out when they get hit or they get run over because they're dressed all in black standing in a highway in the middle of the night. And they wonder why, a car plowed into them. Common sense.
Yeah, those are some of the best videos I've seen. People beating on these cars and then having a fit when the car just guns it and runs over a bunch of them. Oh, but heaven forbid! Who would have thought that might happen?
Right.
One of the scariest videos of that was a call of a woman who had people jumping on her car with her young child in the back, and they're screaming at her, and she's on the phone to 911, and 911 says to her, I'm sorry, we've been instructed that the police are not going to interfere with the protesters. You're going to have to call your local councilman and express your frustrations there.
Oh, nice.
And that was it.
Oh.
That was the scariest thing. And this woman's like, are you kidding me? They're jumping on my car. This is getting scary.
I mean, I've seen some videos where like a dude shot into a car.
Yeah.
I'm like,
remember, Michael, next time you all sees over there and asking, why do Americans need all these guns?
Well, you've seen the videos of the Victorian police choking people out for not wearing a mask.
Sometimes you just got to shoot somebody in the face.
Oh. Later, Frog G. He's heading to work. Have a good one, brother. Thanks for stopping by.
man.
In self-defense, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they all lost their minds. Every last one of them.
Wink.
They don't know what they're fighting for. They don't know what they're doing. On behalf of other people, we believe they got offended, so we're gonna protest in their name. It's like, excuse me, really, dude? It's so stupid. But then they only use it as an excuse anyway. They just want to destroy cities. You have all those troublemakers, Antifa, all these sick motherfuckers out there. They just want to watch it all fucking burn. They want to just destroy things. And I'm telling you,
every time I see them, you know what goes in my head? What? A little skit from a comedian that goes, "Don't forget about little old me." Did you ever see that skit about thoughts and prayers? When every time something bad happens, somebody goes thoughts and prayer, goes, that means shit. Because it's like going in and going, but what about, I know this is bad, but what about, don't forget about little old me. And that's the type of thing that I see when I see all those freaking SJWs going. It's like,
of course,
they all want that little attention. It's like, oh, there's something going on there. I want those likes. Another thing that reminds me of that clip on YouTube, might as well face it, you're addicted to likes.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. It's a society that is completely controlled by social media.
Yeah.
So and that's what we're getting. They're trying to use that. They're trying to weaponize it. And like I said, you have people are just being silent right now, much like how Trump won. No one said that they were going to vote for him. Everyone assumed it was going to be a landslide. And the smart people were like, yeah, fuck this. We don't want Hillary in there. She's pure poison. And, I think the same thing is going to happen with this Biden situation, especially with who he picked out as his running mate. Because if they get in there, then it is completely planned to destroy the whole economic world, top to bottom, and then you're going to start seeing like Mad Max world is going to happen. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
that's the gist of it, man. Like, I point to the Obama administration and say, okay, what a wasted fucking opportunity. This guy had every opportunity and would have been possibly one of the only people to settle this race bullshit, fix race relations a little more and bring people together. Instead, what did he do? He just kept driving that wedge, and that's why we are where we are today.
Yeah.
The guy had influence, man. He could have done something. He could have made the world a better place. He chose to make it worse.
Yeah, because they had an agenda. Hold on, they had an agenda. Everybody knows that. For his lack of actually, moving anything forward, they try to bring back black versus white racism. They wanted
brought back segregation, for fuck's sake.
They wanted it so badly. Then it wasn't sticking as well as they hoped for. Like if what happened to George Floyd happened then, oh my God, it would have been a gold mine for them. But it didn't, right?
It kind of did. Because, I mean, Black Lives Matter started like 2015 in Alabama under Obama's watch.
Well, like I said, it wasn't what they wanted. This is what they want. Yeah. This was perfect. Because this is their excuse to try to get Trump out of the White House. I mean, yeah, he's an idiot, but at the same time, looking at everyone who's running or across the board, he's sadly the best fucking choice, right? A lot of people don't like him, but at the same time, it's still, the economy is still, well, it was before the COVID shit, was still better. He was still doing stuff.
I have a young sister. She's in her early 20s, and she has no concept of the world that we grew up in, where, for the most part, it was pretty chill on a lot of this race stuff.
Right.
There were outbreaks here and there. They came, they flared up, but then they died down. And I remember sitcoms in the early 90s and mid 90s, and it was all like just normal families on TV who happened to be black. The shows weren't about them being black.
Right.
They were black, and it was, no one cared. Barely anyone even noticed. It wasn't really ever mentioned. Maybe sometimes they do one show and they say something, but that was just the norm. And now they want to pretend like that never happened.
Yeah.
And that if ever, there's and now it has to all be segregated. There has to be a black network now.
Yeah.
And that's where you go for that stuff. And the world that she's living in now, I guess she just thinks it was always like this going all the way back. So there's all generations thinking that it's been this heated and divided and segregated going all the way back, where they don't realize that, no, there's been long periods of time where it had all been calm, and people were kind of thinking, oh, I guess we're all past this now. Yeah, cool. We can just go on to better things. But then these people have to come in and stir up the divisions and drive that wedge back in again.
And that's the sad thing. Look back at something like the Rat Pack as an example. Was there or was there not a black man in there, Sammy Davis Jr., that everybody loved? You know what I mean? And when he was treated like shit here and there at hotels or this or that, Frank Sinatra, the bigger names, the people would be like, that's my friend. If he's not welcome here, I'm leaving. There were people who were making a stand for the right thing.
There's been the Cosbys, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right. What I'm saying, but what I'm saying is something like that back then, during that time, where it was at its height and all that stuff. People know right from wrong. They've always known right from wrong.
Yep.
And when you see good people, talented people, you want to see them succeed. It doesn't matter what the color of their skin is. And, there's proof of that. So this shit where the media keeps trying to control things and keep trying to say that this is how it is. Like Michael's saying, these TV shows and shit that they're trying to be like, oh, it's blackish. We're not going to have any white people on. This is a black family with this. Again, and like what Sim said, we had the Cosbys. Everyone grew up with that. It didn't matter what color you were. It's still a family. I mean, fucking people, get over yourselves with this shit. One of my favorite shows was Married with Children, because they made fun of all that crap. They accepted everybody, made fun of everybody. Why do you think that thing ran for so long? But then you have people that didn't want to see it succeed, so then they just pulled it. They never had a proper ending or anything because they wanted it to fail because there was already those elements were happening. They didn't like seeing that much of people coming together. They want to have this segregation. They want people to be separated so that way they can control them more. That's all it comes
Divide
down
and conquer.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's very much like my book, City of Venus. That's the back. Well, the backdrop is that. The backdrop is that, right? It's the rich,
King of Segway.
the powerful, separating themselves from everybody else. It's like that extreme of what's going on right now in the world, right? The people who pull the strings. They want everyone to fight one another, so no one's watching and paying attention with what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So what ends up happening is like, well, in my book, the extreme of it. The world is destroyed. I mean, but again, that's just the backdrop. There's other cool shit in that story. So anyone who wants to continue to support that, please do. Sequel's coming after the pirate book, and it's going to be double the size. Just how the ladies like it. But yeah,
Well,
no,
not by double, but above average at least.
At least.
Yeah, at some point, I remember reading some book that said like white men or something like that way back in the day, and just not thinking anything of it, because back in the day, white male or white man wasn't an insult, and black man wasn't presumed to be a victim.
Nope.
Yeah.
And just slowly these words changed so that now in media, to say in a news article, if you read white man, it's going to be, the context is going to be bad man does something. Yeah. Right. And then if you hear black man or black woman, they're going to be the victim.
Mm-hmm.
And this is ubiquitous. And as soon as someone points that out to you and you notice it, you're like, wow, yeah, it is absolutely 100% in every single case, whether it's spoken on the news or written in an article or anything. Yeah. And it didn't used to be like that.
Yeah.
And that's changed. And it's really, it has a devastating effect on the way people think of themselves.
Yeah, truly. And then I don't know what they're trying to do since that happened, to George, like that horrible thing and what they blew it up into. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Red told me a story on a news outlet of a black man who shot a child who was white. And his excuse was, oh, he came onto my property.
Yeah, I saw that. It's
a little kid.
I can't even think about it.
5-year-old child.
5 years old. Excuse me. Look what they're doing. Look how it's fucking up the minds even further of people who clearly have some kind of mental instability, because that's what it does. You're preying on those sick people by spitting that shit out all over the place. Because if that guy was sane and rational, would he have done that? Hell no. But he's seen it all over the news, all over the computers, social media, everywhere. Oh, black people are bulletproof. White people, the devil. That's what they're trying to do.
This shit's acceptable now. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Make this shit the new normal.
Yeah. People are people.
They're going to be sorry. They're going to be sorry. Because there's a lot of people who just want to be left the fuck alone. And once those people are sick and tired of it, there's going to be problems. Yeah.
It's demented, man. It's demented. They're doing things all wrong. So everyone better pray and hope that Trump does win, because like if that old crazy senile puppet gets in there, they're gonna off him. They're gonna make that other crazy bitch the president, and the world is really fucked.
Right, he's just a puppet.
Yeah, dude, he can't even make a sentence anymore. He's tripping over himself. He was on stage. Barack. That's what I call him. I can't call him Mr. President. If I call him Mr. President, you're going to think Trump. And then 10 seconds later, he referred to Barack as Mr. President again. This guy he's gone. He's batshit crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about, what he's doing, tripping over his own feet. And, we've seen some of the clips. Michael, you even played on yours with him talking about when he was in the ghetto, telling a story about being in a pool and
corn pop.
Yeah, and these kids touching his hairy legs into the water, and then they're a bunch of cockroaches. I love you kids. What?
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm afraid of toasters because the goat when they shoot.
Go back to when he was actually, lucid and could form a sentence properly. What he was saying back then wouldn't really please the average Democratic voter these days either.
Right.
So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He's been around long enough. I mean, he's an old guy. He was there back when the Democrats were pretty openly segregationist. I think he even,
of course,
his father or something had something to do with the. I don't know. It's
Well, I mean, Kamala Harris called him a pro-segregationist.
Yeah, that's. I think he was. I think because he was.
And don't
he's
forget,
that old. He's been around.
He's been getting a taste of it for a while, man. That's what they do. They work with all these other politicians under these people, trying to line their own fucking pockets and do their own little scheming and scamming. Scheming and scamming.
Schemes and scams, breaking out the old school shit.
It's old school CG. Schemes, scams. Holy fuck.
That's something I don't mind forgetting.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. I better watch out. I might get someone's coming after me with a lawsuit. Holy hell. Keep running up them volcanoes, buddy. Yeah, it's insane. But
yeah, here's a little teaser. Working on the first page of that 4-page of Vein for the Lost Pages.
Oh, very cool, man.
Are you allowed to be showing this, Simon?
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. I don't know. Do you guys want a teaser of what I was working on?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, I don't know. We don't have a ton of people
talking about
watching.
sharing a dick pic.
I mean, who's gonna say no to Vinnieart?
Right. Well, I got
but only when he approaches me with sexual advances.
Whoa. Brett, come on, we're live. Here's a teaser of what I was working on.
That's a hell of a teaser. You showed the whole thing.
I don't
It
know.
looks like a role playing between me and my ex.
Yeah. Did you guys catch what was on her? Did you see it?
I saw there was like a skull on that boob.
Oh,
If you if you go back to the Lucent page, I did an update the other week with a couple of new pages on there.
Well, I saw you had the color.
If you go into the updates tab,
Updates.
I'll be back in a sec.
So I did a GIF showing that I'm updating the colors.
Oh, very cool, man.
Nice. And then a couple of pages of that.
Dude, this work is just so beautiful. Hell yeah, man. Dude. How long does it take you to do a full page?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know anymore because, back when I did these, I was really slow. I'm faster now, but I've been working on, recoloring and everything for so long that, I'm probably rusty again. I have to relearn it all. It's not as fast as Odie, that's for sure.
Yeah, right? Tell me about it.
But now that I've got, actual backers and a timeline I want to stick to, that, I'm going to have to just hold my finger out and get faster.
Yeah, man. I love Odie, but we got to remember, Odie's not like us. He's not doing the colors, too, on every single page. We are.
Yeah, so but those pages in those new things he was doing.
All I heard was blah, blah, blah.
Look at this guy. We're going to have to keep Sim muted and maybe boot him. Oh, hey, Preston. What's up, buddy? Don't show people that. Oh, porno art. Oh, listen, dude. I got to do what I got to do. Pay the bills. Yeah. It's a hot piece. You guys are going to like it. I'm not coloring it. Someone else is. I don't know who, but I guess I'll find out when that's announced. But Yeah, I might show a couple more close-ups of like the detail work that I did, because it's funny. A lot of people still think that I only do digital work. I've always started as traditional, and then I happened to paint over my work. So I thought it was kind of funny, but yeah, no, I could detail like a madman. Give you that Capullo McFarlane level detail, just a whole lot cleaner. But yeah, so you'll see it. But dude, yeah, man, this project is, I can't wait, Michael. Give it to me, buddy. Give it to
and as well, I saw someone got a Rob Arnold package and it was bent, and I'm using the same boxes as him, even though mine is a thicker book, so it shouldn't bend that much. It still did freak me out a little bit. And as well, I've got these prints in there which are full A4, so I was like, oh, I don't want to, I don't want them to get bent corners or anything like that. So I figured out a way to sort of fluff a Gemini mailer by just folding a sheet of cardboard around it like a taco, and just taping it up, and it all comes under weight. And man, it is sturdy as hell. It's probably more sturdy than a Gemini. And plus, because it goes out over the edges, any bangs on the corner won't actually touch anything inside.
That's a taco.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna patented taco design.
Well, usually when I'm doing, like when I'm sending out the regular, I know because you're different because you got the posters in there, but with the floppy books, if people are only ordering like typically like one book or something, I know it is a little loose once you tape up the Gemini mailer. So I put extra tape on to make sure that it doesn't slide back and forth.
Yeah.
For anyone else who's watching, if you're doing the same thing, if you send out things with the Gemini mailers, just put extra tape to make sure that it's gripped on the sides so that it won't go shaking around. But usually those mailers are really good. But for like Through the Woods, I have like a white box that I pad in there with bubble, with the bubble wrap. And again, I guess I was the first one to do the bags as well, because I put them in tissue paper and then I put it inside of like a Ziploc bag in case if there's rain and shit like that. But they're inside the box, and it's hardcover. I get extra meticulous with it because I see people are spending good money on this. I want to make sure it arrives safely and in perfect conditions. Yeah, I'm crazy like that. My OCD, I guess.
No, well, I mean, a little bit of investment up front can save you a massive, amount of money in the long run if you're having to send out replacements all the time.
Yeah, no, this is definitely true. Because I think that is the Rob Arnold book I have sitting there. I want to open it up, but
does it have a stamp on the box, like a wax?
There's a wax seal on it.
That's Rob Arnold.
Oh, okay.
Now, how come I haven't gotten mine yet? And I could drive to his house from here. Well, I can't because we're in lockdown, but theoretically I could.
Do it anyway. Throw a rock in his window and say, "Just throw my book out the window."
With a note on it. Where's my? What would you call it? Replicator book.
Yeah, where's my replicator book? Give me my package, you son of a bitch. Yeah, you're gonna
where's my pandemic book?
Someone's gonna call up the cops and they're gonna go, "There's one man yelling to another man that he wants his package."
Yeah, never package.
Give me your package. I must have it now.
Oh shit, we're crazy. But yeah, I hope everyone had a fun night. I think I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm pretty sure Ethan is still going. That's why my views have been not the best. But the people who did tune in, I'm glad you joined, and I hope the rant was what you guys were looking for. I'll give you guys some more rants in the future. You know that.
Always look forward to them.
Yep. In the back Ghostly Manor, back Lucent Dreams.
Please
since
do.
Blood Hunt, I don't know if that's still on. Back on Stitch.
Nope.
On Stitch, yeah. Back this book. He's got 5 days left. He's got the second part that's going to be coming out as well. All the artwork is done. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. It's funny. We're supposed to be like all about like the children's book stream, and we're sitting here going into political conversation.
You know what? The actually, like while we're still at it, I do have a children's hospital bundle where 6 books and the profits go to the St. Jude's Hospital,
Oh,
and I have a retail bundle with buyback.
that's actually
So,
And I'd
You know,
add
yeah.
that it was on subject because this is one of the main thing that's affecting and people are reacting is the fact that they're mainly affecting the children's books. So we need more of those unpolitical children book. So I think it's,
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and that's why I'm happy to have Justin on, and that, you know, that's why I also wanted to get Ghostly Manor back out there as well, because it is straight up, it's a fun book, and it does have a message of you know, take everybody for who they are, but again, it's, you know, it's something fun, and I think that's what people have to get back into. No more of this crazy agendas and all that. So yeah, please, if you're gonna back this project. Yeah, I would say do the Children's Hospital bundle. That is a beautiful thing. We got one person who did, so that's amazing. You get the Big Dreamer still available too. That's gonna have the you know, Michael Bancroft's favorite bear. And yes, back Doc Salem, back Nine Devils. You know, Preston's a good dude. He's also working, on.
and Bloodhound. I was gonna say, and Bloodhound's gonna have a crossover with Doc Salem, written by Brian.
And Brian, Brian Kriskow.
Yep.
I could have sent the links out to them. But like I said, we're wrapping up now. I'm going to be doing more streaming again. Like I said, just got to get some more work out of the way first. My hands have been tied with a lot, but the good thing is there's going to be a lot more cool artwork coming. So and like I said, the work I've been doing on the pirate book, I think you guys are going to be super excited for, because I know I am, and I'll start putting some teasers up here and there. That's for sure. I will put up like a pre-launch page. I will be doing that. But like Preston was saying too. I'm going to be doing, well, he's doing a cover. He's going to do a cover possibly for me on a project. But I'm also going to be doing a cover for Micah's book as well. I'm going to be starting that next week, I believe. So. Yeah, we had some fun with him the other night when he did hit 20K. Liam and myself and a few others, we had a shun stream because Micah didn't send us the link when he was supposed to.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I was supposed to do the draw the layout live on his channel. And he's like, well, I thought you didn't want to do it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm going to be available during, you know, the next week to actually do the proper work. But I could have done the layout. So instead, we went over and I did a layout for Liam and Xenotype, which looks beautiful.
I saw it. It does.
Yeah, that was fun, and yeah, it was just kind of we were breaking some balls with Micah, and stream sniped and all that. It was a fun one.
I stole his artist. See you there, Preston.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, Preston's a good dude. Like I said, we got a lot of great people here. So please continue to support and back these projects, because this is the good stuff. If you want garbage, if you want to see, you know, Marvel and DC falling on their asses, you know, I'd say look at reviews of some people ripping them apart. Don't waste your money over there. Spend it over here, because you're helping, you know, these awesome projects come to life. And again, you're not going to see the big two doing great stuff like this, doing a Children's Hospital bundle, you know, helping out, giving back. You know, this is a movement for the fans, by the fans, you know, and it's just killer. It really is. Yeah.
What does Frankie mean by taking care of the dog?
I don't know. I don't want to know. What are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? Shit. But yeah, so it's definitely, it's a cool thing. And yeah, one more time. Let's see how many we got left here. Yeah, we sold 16 copies out of the 50. Like I said, when they're gone, they're gone. So please keep jumping on it. You're gonna dig it. It is for all ages. You're gonna have fun. If you got kids, reading it to your kids is gonna be great. If you like the cool artwork, the kind of Disney style, you want to see what else I could do, also great to pick that up. City of Venus is the one stop to get all my floppy books. So there's now four different books you can get. City of Venus, Ghostly Manor, and I have two different art books that are 52 pages each. And
So
it's
guys, just link your account directly to him and just send all your money.
please do. You won't be disappointed. I'm going to say that. Yeah, you will not be disappointed because everyone who's been getting these books, I've heard nothing but great things about it. So
Yeah, they're great, dude.
highest quality, the paper grade, the cover, glossy, thick. What you're going to need, what you're going to love, especially with the art books. You're definitely going to need a glossy cover that you could clean.
I keep hearing the same thing too from Blood Hunt now. It's great.
Yes, that is.
All right,
Can't wait. Sim, where's my book?
it's coming.
Yeah, I didn't get mine yet either, Sim. What's going on?
I don't know. Like, blame your host.
I think Michael's going to get it.
I thought we were VIPs, Sim.
You got me there.
This is why you're not an exalted member in the Red Gaze cult.
What?
That's right, man.
What? Dude, I was one of the first members. What the fuck you talking about? I got that badge way before fucking Vinny, and I was one of the first members. What the hell?
I don't know, Sim.
Sim.
It's about continuous commitment, Sim.
Oh,
There's Red Gaze. There's cult
so it's
leader.
what have you done for me lately?
Well, you just shared the video.
No, that's what I said. It's like it's one of those moments. Okay, I'll get your drawing done if that's what it is. I get it.
Sim.
That might put you over the top.
Well, I don't know about that because it's right now. It's Red Gaze cult leader, first in command, brother Vinny.
What?
There's Sim. So everybody, sign up. Sunsworn as well. Yes, jump on that one. I want to show that too before we close out. I gotta grab the link. I know I missed one.
I can just share it if you like.
If you want to do that, we can do that as well. And yeah. Come on, cult leader.
All right. Call me tits.
They're called pecs.
I prefer the word tits.
I prefer the word tits as well.
It's just fun to say. You know what else is fun to say? Sunsworn.
That's right.
It's going to be a great adventure, the greatest space fantasy adventure of 2020, as a matter of fact. Finishing up some things right now. It's going to be fulfilling in October. Don't miss your opportunity. It's a novel. It also comes with a visual companion if you choose the featured perk here, featuring great art by several people on the panel. Exalted member Vinny and soon to be exalted member Simon. Carla's also got a lot of great work in here. Vinny's got the cover on the novel. Carla's got the cover on the visual companion. All kinds of cool stuff. Just a very collaborative project. Couldn't be happier working with all these people. It's just been a great experience. And you're in for a great ride. This is the first in a series of 6 books, if all goes well. There's going to be some comics coming too, so keep your eye out for that. And this awesome piece right here is still available, by the way. If you want some original, traditionally colored Vinnieart, grab it here.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. Look at that.
Look at it.
He's also he's on one of the cards, and I did a little extra work, some digital touches on that to really make it pop too. So yeah, those cards are going to be fucking killer.
Yeah, man, I got just about all of the extra perk stuff are in the house. I'm waiting for one more trading card. Those trading cards will be available in the swag pack. If you haven't grabbed that, I encourage you to do so. And everybody's going to be getting a trading card of that character. Just because I love the people.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Always giving back.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. That's what it's all about.
But
That's
you know that the piece I'm working on is better than all the piece that you put in there. You know,
All right, we're not going to measure dicks here, Simon.
Simon, you got to put the crack pipe down for just a minute. Oh shit. Oh, by the way, too, Preston said, contact him. He'll help out with Children's Hospital. That's cool.
Yep.
Mhm.
Awesome, brother. Good man. Good man. So yeah, like I said, we got amazing people here, and everything we've been doing, like I said, even like Through the Woods, that happened because of the fans. I did it for you guys. A lot of you contacted me. You wanted it. The stretch goal, making it hardcover, that was money out of my pocket to make that happen for everybody. Because I could have done a regular soft cover. I didn't. I want to go above and beyond for everyone because it was my 5th campaign. So I wanted to do something extra cool and special for everyone. So, like I said, you keep supporting us. We're going to keep giving back for you guys, and we're putting our all into all of these books and all these
Yeah,
projects.
and you went and gave everyone a hardcover, Envy. Piece of shit.
It's not just hard; it's long and girthy.
It's long, it's girthy, it's thick, it's hard. It's bigger than your standard comic. It's
Everything
wonderful.
you want.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's freaking great.
It makes a lot of people's wives jealous. What are you gonna do? But yeah, no, it's all cool. Like I said, everyone here, I fucking love you guys and girls. Thank you so much again. Remember, kick ass while you create, but be kind to one another. That's the message we got to keep pushing. And so till next time, we'll do some more cool stuff. I might even do some drawing streams coming up. If I get some more co-hosts that they could run the show a little bit while I do the pieces. We could do it that way too.
It helps.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. But again, I'm trying to clear up my schedule a little bit more, so we can make these things happen. So, thank you, everyone. Please have a great night.